you're getting grade 6 in English GCSE and you don't understand why your marks won't go higher, it's probably one of these three things. These three mistakes, I see them every single year. So let's say the question is, how does the writer use language to present fear in this extract? The first mistake that I see students making is something I call feature spotting. This is where a student writes, the writer uses a metaphor, or the writer uses repetition, or the writer uses adjectives, and then just moves on to the next quote. You've named the technique, but you haven't actually said anything about it. That's not analysis, it's a list. Examiners don't give marks for what you spot. They give you marks for what you understand. So here's the first check, and this is the fix. After every technique you name, ask yourself one question. So what? I call this the so what check. The writer uses a metaphor. So what? What does it actually do to the reader? Now, one technique with a so what behind it will always beat 5 techniques left sitting on the page doing nothing. The second mistake is vague language, and almost every grade 6 student does this without realizing it. You're writing things like makes the reader feel scared, shows the character is sad, creates tension. These phrases sound analytical, but they're so general they could apply to any text, any quote, or any question. They tell the examiner nothing. And so here's the second check, and this is one you can use immediately. I call it the what kind check. Every time you write a general emotion word like scared, sad, tense, stop and ask yourself, what kind? What kind of scared? Is it dread? Is it panic? Is it paranoia? Unease? But let's take it one step further. Add an adjective to sharpen it. Not just dread, lingering dread. Not just panic, overwhelming panic. 2 steps. Ask what kind, add an adjective. Grade 9 students don't just use bigger words, they build more precise phrases. Now, the third mistake that students make is the most expensive one, drifting away from the question. A student will write a genuinely good analysis, real insight, strong vocabulary, but halfway through the paragraph, they've stopped answering the actual question. It becomes, here is everything I know about this quote, instead of here is how fear is presented. And when the examiner can't see the link to the question, they can't give you the marks, even if your analysis is good. So here is how you fix this. Here's the check. I call it the boomerang check. At the end of every paragraph, ask yourself, does my last sentence come back to the question? If it doesn't, add one that does. So fix those 3 things and your marks will jump up fast. Follow me if you want GCSE English strategies that fix mistakes that are holding you back from top grades like an 8 or a 9.